sent you a message. So that's what your check reveals. He says,
Okay.
"Yeah, these primates are not going to believe me if I told them." Yeah.
Well, we might believe you. Can you tell us? Because
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of strange things going on, and what you tell us may not seem so strange to us.
Did you see the audacity too? Did they destroy your town or your village?
That's what we're trying to prevent.
No, but we've seen and heard of other towns that have been destroyed, and we are trying to prevent this from continuing. But we really need your
Oh,
help.
really?
If you know anything at all that could help us put a stop to this, please let us know. So I try to be as persuasive as possible.
How are you gonna prevent this? How are you gonna stop them? They're spectral. You can't stop them. Didn't you ever see Lord of the Rings? Jeez. I'm just kidding.
We know a little bit of magic, so we may be able to
magic.
stop them.
Oh, I hate magic. No magic on me. Not again. No.
No, we won't use any magic.
Okay.
But we won't know how to stop this until we know what's going on, exactly what's going on. If you have any information at all that could be useful to us, please, I beg you to help us.
He goes speaking. He stops his twitching and he looks at you and he says, "Okay, chaps, here's the deal." He says, "Here's the deal, mates. I did see the audacity, and I've been here for several days now. They did destroy my village, but the whole point of me acting insane is because I thought it would actually convince them and take me in. That is the real story. But I'm sorry. I did not know who you were, and you seem like some pretty reasonable gentlemen. So I figured I would drop the. Plus, it hurts my voice to do this insane voice for you. Since I'm tired of itching myself, now I'm really wanting to itch now. But yes, I did see the audacity. This great spectral galleon destroyed my hometown. It was horrendous. Body parts were flying everywhere, blood spraying everywhere. It was little children being ripped apart by the Dracolish. It was unfathomable.
How long ago was this?
It was I'd say probably about a week ago.
So did you come to the village to try to figure out how to stop this as well?
I came to the village because it was just the first thing that I had seen. So I just came ashore on my boat. I mean the sea, it was so high, and the waves were so bad, and the storm went on for days, and I thought I was gonna drown.
Stop your act, you coward.
And then I saw a mermaid, and then the mermaid pulled me to shore, and here I am. The mermaid. Fucking mermaid, man. The mermaid pulled me to the shore. That is my story. And that's what I have in my journal. My story. And no, it is not for sale.
So you were attacked by a ghost ship named called Audacity.
They started to chase me after they had seen my ship coming ashore to where I was from, and they had seen me. The Dracolish had seen me, and then we just fled. The storms picked up, and then the next thing I know, I'm on this, seeing this mermaid, and it was horrible. Oh.
Can I insight at least the mermaid bullshit?
Yeah, sure. You can give me a. Yeah, absolutely. Give me an insight check. Yeah, you're just enamored by his story. Your role is so bad. You're like, oh man, you're like really feeling bad for this guy. You guys want to give me insight checks too?
Yeah, because I'm not sure, because the fact that we know that Audacity's on that beam, that looks like it's been made out of an old ship called Audacity. So if this is the ghost ship of it, it's connected to this island a lot more than we think.
Kalash, you are clutch this time. Guys, I'm like, these are high DCs, like 15s, and you guys are like getting exactly 15s. It's crazy. So, Kalash, this guy, his whole story just seems wacky. You know what I mean? He just he just seems like he's, you know, bullshitting you with the story, basically.
So I'm going to try and sway
My
him.
horrible
Right.
English accent. Okay, chaps, here's what's really happened. Sorry.
I don't quite believe 100% of your story. There's more to this than what you're saying. So let's cut the bullshit. Let's tell it
there's
how
no
it is
bullshit,
and
my
fucking
friend.
own up.
I'm
I know
telling
you're
you
lying.
now.
I know.
No.
I know what you're saying is crap. So don't try and kid a kidder.
Give me an
Yeah?
intimidate check.
Tell me.
With that, I'm gonna assist him by taking out my battle axe and maybe just kind of pointing it towards him, standing as tall as I can.
Sure, and as you guys are doing that, you know, he's saying, "Gentlemen, I'm telling you I tell you this on Moradin's grave that I'm telling you, my village was destroyed by the Draco Lich, and we turned into the seas. The store came up, and then he sees you, you know, getting your axe out and starting to check the sharpness of the blade and stuff, and he goes, "Oh, okay, mates, all right."
Obi.
Okay.
Malakesh, can I ask you to close your eyes for a few minutes? I'll tell you it's safe to open.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no need for violence here. I admit.
wasn't going to get violent.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Carry on.
But if you are willing to talk, it is your benefit that you do so now.
Or what? What are you gonna do? You gonna beat me up?
I
You're
suggest
not gonna
voice
do
your
anything.
protest.
Well, you're not gonna do anything.
And I'm going to do a necrotic shroud.
And please explain to everyone in the channel what exactly is necrotic shroud.
Right, I transform. Let's read this out. I transform for 1 minute until I end it as a bonus action.
Oh. Causes your eyes to turn into pools
my
of darkness?
divine energy within myself, causing my eyes to turn to pools of darkness, and 2 skeletal, ghostly, flightless wings sprout from my back, instantly transforming. Other creatures within 10 foot of me that can see must make a succeed on a charisma saving throw, or become frightened till the end of my next turn.
Alright, so what's your DC? Actually, do the yeah, just go ahead and roll it in the chat. Just roll the.
So it's DC 13.
DC 13. Okay, I'll do my charisma saving throw. I need to look up Varric's stats really quick. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Oh my god, Dave, you don't have it memorized? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Don't tell me that. Okay, that's the wrong one, sorry.
And if it's in combat, I get extra damage while in it. Extra necrotic damage, but I'm not looking at that at the moment.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a charisma check. Yeah, he's affected by necrotic shroud, yeah.
And then I'm gonna, as a bonus action, drop it straight away afterwards. Go, you can look now, boys. You can open your eyes again. Now, tell me the truth.
You're one of them! You're one of us! You're one of us! He starts to go back into his, like, insane type of, you know, roofs, and he goes, "Oh, you're one of them!" And he starts to scream, "Help! Help! It's one of the spectral ghosts! Help
Tell
me!"
me the truth.
Okay. Don't hurt me, okay? Don't hurt me. This is how I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. You've beat it out of me. And he goes into being a little remorseful, and he says, well, chaps, I've been sent here by the cult of the dragon. That's the truth. I've been sent here.
For what reason?
Because they're going to take this village and everything in it. I've been sent here. I've been sent here to find tomes or any other types of books of knowledge. I've been sent here by my master, Ixus. He's a young mage of great power, and he wears one of the purple cloaks of the cult of the dragon, and he takes these tombs of lore and knowledge, and he uses them to his benefit for the cause, to help rise the mother of all dragons, Tiamat, and he will succeed. He will succeed.
So
You're too
he's
late.
attacking even villages that worship Tiamat. He is trying to ransack for these tomes.
You're too late. They're attacking tonight. Ha 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 ha!
Well, I've heard enough.
Yeah, I think that's all we need to know.
So the only question remains: are we lopping this prick's head off, or are we tying him up and leaving him for dead?
I think we should tie him up and leave him for dead, and tell the current leader of the town the situation, so he can at least come and question him as well.
You want to do the honors, Marcus?
Before we do anything, strip. I want.
Excuse me? I don't think I heard that correctly as he puts his hand into his ear.
Wants a good
Your
look at
clothes
your
off.
ghibli bits. I said, take your clothes off, and you can do this peaceably or dead. So your options.
Well, I have rights, you know. And
You
You lost your rights. Take your clothes off.
Please don't do anything to me. And he starts to unbutton
I
his...
start to stretch a hand towards him. Take them off.
Alright, and he starts taking all of his clothes off, and he gets down to his skivvies. And he's sitting there in his loincloth. He says, "Okay, I'm down. You've humiliated me enough. Now what do you want me to do? Run around in circles?"
Rope that will bind him to a pillar, or either that, or we can hang him from a beam. Which one?
I think tie him to a pillar, because I think
Sound.
rather than killing him, we need the leader to be able to question him to confirm what we're about to tell him.
Omi, you
That
can
sounds-
relieve him of that notebook now. Take a look through it.
Hey, that's mine. You can't take that. I own that. That is my personal property.
As he's
I'm gonna
saying
take
that, we'll be tying him up to the pillar, hands behind. How are we gonna do this? Hands behind the back, behind the pillar, and sit on his knees, hands, and the ankles get cinched together.
Nice.
Start browsing through that journal here.
All right. So let me check your character sheet really quick. I want to see if something is. You are so lucky. Yeah, you notice that this small notebook, this little journal, is written in Draconic. And as you're fumbling through the papers, I'm gonna put some stuff in the chat for you. This is a great feature for Fantasy Grounds, guys. If you guys don't know this, there's a language filter. Alright,
Yeah,
so
it's
here
really
we
cool.
go. Let's see. Oh wow, nice. Whoop, whoop. All right, so this is written in Draconic. Now, also inside of as you're reaching around there's a bunch of empty little vials. But one of these vials, and you kind of shake it a little bit. It's corked and whatnot. It has like a green dust type of material in it. You know, you pop the cork off, and you get a good smell, and it has a very strong pungent smell. So you're thinking this is definitely something foul as well. And you squeeze the cork back into the small little vial.
It's interesting about the cave housing and the infernal altar in the wooded ravine. That's quite interesting.
I'm gonna look at it and say, what?
I'm reading this book and it's talking about people and their professions here. And look here, this is a sketch of the village and the woods around the village. And here, look at this. There's a cave. It looks appear to be some kind of cave housing some kind of altar in this wooded ravine, as I point to the map.
Oh, if it weren't for you meddling kids, Ixus will be here, and all of you will perish.
Gag him. Unless we have more to get from him.
The great Mother Tiamat, she will destroy as you gag her. As you gag him.
You want to KO him?
It's either, well, we can always just take that little bit of rope in. We can put his head against the beam and tie the gag and his head to the beam.
Wow, you guys are. You should just put him in a zipped up gimp suit or something. Jesus.
Just to scare the shit out of him, I'm going to go over it and I'm going to touch the gag that's in his mouth. I'm going to cast light on it so it's glowing right in his face.
Nice. Lovely, I like it. He's like...
So he's kind of blinded because he's got this bright light in front of his eyes now as well that he can't get rid of. So he can't really see anything or say anything.
Very nice, very nice.
So I will ask that Omi kind of show me that map. I do have an excellent memory for maps and geography and things, so I just want to make sure that we take a look at it.
Yeah, so this... Oh, go ahead, Omi, I'm sorry.
I pointed out to you in the book.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's sort of like as you open the book, the map is on both of the pages, you know, and it has all of the huts around the fire, and everything is like strategically, you know, labeled and whatnot. And then it has on the next page all of the names of the villagers with, you know, whatever professions. So you see, you know, Alberto as the butcher. You see, you know, the names of the crones as, you know, water purifier and all this other stuff, and then you see that there's several things with no defenses, easy target, etc., etc. And then does
it all talk about a signal or how they know when to attack, Omi?
Oh yeah, it has everything. It says there's going to be a wave of 2 attacks from this all of these bandits, and you know it also describes small little winged creatures, and then it has a little sketch and it looks like a kobold. So it says it's going to be a 2-pronged attack, and they're going to attack the village in 2 different ways. So one it says, the journal says, one group is going to attack the main village and then from the front, and then the other group, which is going to be a smaller group, is going to attack with stealth from the rear.
Oh wow! So any indication at when?
Tonight. Tonight at some point.
So we need to go and speak to this leader and let him know so he can get his people
we need
alert.
to hurry. I think because it was getting duskish, and dark from what we could tell to begin with. So
all of the wargs in the background are going crazy now.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Nah, that's all right. So I guess you guys are going back to Alberto's, back to the smokehouse.
Yeah.
Well, between the, I think we need to make sure that the crones are aware and Alberto is on the same page as everyone. This vial that we found, any idea what it is?
Yeah, sure. Anybody proficient with nature?
I have the jack of all trades thing.
No, you're proficient with everything, man. So you can give me a check on that small green vial. You most certainly can. You have no clue what it is.
I don't know what this stuff is,
You
guys.
just kind of look at it.
Well, is it worth ungagging him to figure it out or no?
We could ask him, or we could point down his neck and see whether he panics or not.
Depends on what you guys are gonna do.
So I think we either need to take him out of this and go to these people, or bring them all here. So one or the other. And it kind of was difficult to get in here from what it sounded. So what do you think, guys?
Yeah, we could lead him to the smokehouse and go and see him. Take the guy with us. I think
So
that might be.
All right. So I have heard two things. You want to go to the smokehouse, and you want to go see the crones again around the fire.
So good. So why don't I stay here and just make sure that nothing funny happens? You guys can go grab the villagers, the crones and or the leader.
Sure.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Sure.
Whoever's going to see the leader needs to take the book to show the proof. Where the crones, we can explain to them a lot easier without it.
I'm not sure they understand Draconic, but
Yeah, I'm just thinking with the book showing the evidence to the leader, so it makes it a bit more. Look, here's definite evidence. Come speak to the guy.
yeah, I mean they like Tiamat, so maybe they do speak Draconic. You never know.
If these guys, I'm concerned that these guys signed some kind of pact with Tiamat, all in the cult, and thereby the cult of the dragon. So how receptive are they going to be to what we have to say to them?
Mike's
About being
quest.
attacked by the cult of the dragon.
Thanks, Mike, for the
Yeah,
follow. I
are they gonna
appreciate it.
believe us?
Welcome.
I think we have to take a chance. What do you want to do?
We can warn them if they don't want to take if they don't want to take heed. That's their choice.
As
What do
he's
you want to say?
trying to speak, you pull the gag out of his mouth, or do you leave it in?
Can you take the gag off for a moment, Marcus?
Certainly.
Have you fools? Have you wizened up?
I'm gonna knock him right
Ixus
in the head.
is gonna wait, and you knock him out. Ixus is gonna rescue me. No, wait.
Blindside punch from the back.
Sure.
Give it
Yeah,
a shut up.
he tells you that he asks you if you've wizened up, and that Ixus is going to be here soon to save him. And just as he says that, you knock him out with the old backdoor punch in the back of the head, and he falls over unconscious in the mud and whatnot. So you guys want to go? I guess you guys
All right,
are wanting to
so
go over to.
let's drag him over to
Alberto's.
the crones or the Alberto. Yep.
Let's
That's
drag
it
them over to the crones, and then we'll go and get Alberto to come to the crones.
So the crones.
Maybe they'll finally get a piece.
Yeah, they see that he's like in his skivvies and whatnot, and they ask you, what are you doing with the madman? He's been here for several days. He's quite mad, you know.
He's a spy come to infiltrate your village to
spy?
find your defences.
Yeah,
He's
he's just
planning an attack on your village tonight with his colleagues.
Oh me, tell him the truth.
he's
Why
just
we here? Why we are here? Why we've come? Do not hold anything back.
We've heard several villages within a few days' travel of your village have been systematically attacked by these ghost ships and this Draco Lich. And they've all been destroyed. And if the pattern and the timing holds, there's going to be an attack on your village tonight. And this spy, who's not really a madman, he was just playing the part of a madman, is here to he's here as a spy to provide intel to the attackers. And he says the cult of the dragon is planning on attacking your village tonight.
The Cult of the Dragon? Well, I've never heard of them, and they're attacking our village? Our peaceful little fishing village?
Yes, they want your village and everything in it.
Yes, they're looking for tomes of knowledge and items of power to help raise Tiamat.
So one of the crones, she immediately just puts down what she's doing. She was cleaning some fish. She wipes her hand off and she says, "I must alert Alberto immediately!" And she runs off towards Alberto's shack, you know, the smokehouse. And then one of the other crones, she puts down the cheesecloth that she was basically straining and boiling water with. And she runs off and she starts, and you can see all of these, you know, all of these shanties are right around the fire. So she starts knocking on all of the different doors. So, you know, she knocks on a few and then she comes back and then she starts beating on this drum that was kind of leaning up against the pole, which really didn't look like a drum, but it's making this noise. And then all of a sudden you can see all of these doors around the fire starting to open up, and all of these villagers are starting to come to the main pavilion where this fire is. And the fire kind of flares up a little bit as this is going on. And then after several minutes of this, Alberto comes and he says, "What is the meaning of this? Who is the spy? And what have you done coming to our home, bringing this threat of violence to our island?" As he takes his axe and he kind of lowers it towards all of you guys and says, "What have you done? You've put my people in danger?"
No, we have saved your people. We have warned them that this is happening, otherwise you would not know and they would have slaughtered you all. We have discovered this and we are advising you of it so you're aware. You can defend yourselves.
Who is going to attack us?
You don't have much time. We don't have time for bullshit.
The madman? He was here? He's the one that was the spy? What proof do you have?
Here is his journal.
He starts looking at he starts flipping through the pages. "Well, this is our village, and these are all the names." And he says, "I will kill him now." And he takes his axe from his belt and he holds it up over the head because he's unconscious, you know. And he puts his head.
I would have drug him over, so I'm going to throw him to Alberto's feet to let him finish it.
Oh wow!
I don't care about this man.
Yeah. So he lifts his big old butcher's cleaver up, and he puts that guy's head on one of the stools that one of the crones was sitting on, and he just comes down like a guillotine, and the head lops off. Ooh, Varric is no more. And then all of a sudden, lightning intensifies a little bit, and the thunder is crashing all around. The fire flares up.
We'll explain to him how they're going to have a main force attacking, and then a sneaky scout group coming up from behind to try and do a second prong attack.
Does he understand the journal?
Oh, he definitely does. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll ask. Sorry, go ahead, Marcus.
No, so as long as he understands the journal, yep, we're good.
Yeah. You know, Alberto, he says, "Then, my friends, we need to rally the villagers. We need to prepare for this attack. They shall not take our fishing village. They shall not take our nets. They shall not take our boats or our fish hooks. We will defend."
Can be replaced, man. You're crazy. We must defend ourselves.
We will defend with our lives.
Well armed. We must find a defensive position.
Arion, thank you very much for the follow.
So
he looks at you
from two fronts,
and he has this.
What about the ravine?
He looks the ravine. What ravine?
The wooded ravine. There is
that must not be
cave
spoken
with
of
an
here.
altar.
Everyone starts to look at each other, kind of unconvincingly, like, what the heck is he talking about? And he says,
"It might be more defensible."
"My friends, I've told you, we do not go out into the woods There are monsters beyond the borders, and he has this look.
There are monsters coming to your shores as we speak. If we stand here, we may just get killed where we stand. At least